Next question here is about TV shows and movies. Where's the exact question? So I don't mince their words. There we go. So this person would love to hear your thoughts on sort of their experience of having mastered listening and watching media in Spanish, but being but not actually immersing a ton in shows, right, or TV shows. They can follow YouTube videos and podcasts at a very high level, but going into so even for a simple TV show feels very, very different and distinct. The podcasts and YouTube is very helpful, but there's something, they say that there's something much more that a learner may get from sort of the dramatized interpersonal speech from shows and movies that you don't get from things like YouTube. So basically, they're asking, is there a benefit? Is there a thing that's better about immersing in TV shows and movies over things like podcasts and YouTube videos?
The reason we recommend TV shows and movies is because they provide visual context. They usually have subtitles, and they have audio, and there's a narrative. So even if you get lost, you can sort of follow along with what's going on in the visual context. And as long as it's a relatively simple narrative, you can often predict what's happening, even if you can't really understand the words. And so we recommend TV shows for those reasons, because a beginner can watch a TV show they don't understand and still enjoy it. You get the audio component and the written component together. So TV shows like check a lot of boxes. And so in terms of like, are they the best? Depends on the person, but they are the best in the sense that they check more boxes than any other type of media out there. That being said, if you don't like TV shows and you prefer YouTube, you prefer podcasts, and then do that instead. We still recommend having audio and text in order to like connect the written and spoken languages, but you should follow a thing that you're interested in, that you're going to stay engaged with. We just assume that TV shows are more engaging than a podcast will be for a new learner. In terms of the domain issue where you can understand one, you can't understand the other, that's normal. Like my TV shows were my first domain. Podcasts were very hard for me to actually bridge the gap into. So if you are trained up on podcasts and struggle with TV shows, that is a very normal experience. It's a different domain. They use different words. There's different styles of speech. There's different numbers of speakers, different phrasings. The casual conversation you have in a podcast is very different than the casual conversation between two characters in a TV show. I do not think it is super important for people to cover all of these different domains, cover all these bases. I have spoken to many people who are fluent in a language and cannot understand TV shows. This is something that I've actually encountered a number of times when I tell people about our methodology using TV shows. Oftentimes people are sort of shocked that, I can understand Spanish TV shows because they've been studying Spanish for however many years, 5-10 years. They're fluent, they can understand casual conversation. They cannot understand TV shows or movies. So I would not say that there is a specific best. There are just each piece of media type, or each type of media rather, has different features that make it better or worse, or rather make it more or less comprehensible and better or worse for an individual. But focus on the thing that you are interested in, that is going to keep you engaged. And once you master that domain, don't worry about the other domains until you move on to stage 4. That's when you can start to actually dive into things, if you even feel like it. You may never actually want to learn the domain of TV shows.
Yeah.